everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of being here, you're welcome. If you have not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification button so you get notified whenever I post a new video. To all my old and new subscribers, thank you for always supporting. In this video, I'm going to be sharing something that came up from the last post that I made. So in my last video, I talked about survival tips in Toronto, Canada. And the first point I made was to always ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions. And as you might assume, yes, I got questions. I got private questions from Instagram and via WhatsApp, and people were asking me about where to get information with regards to certain subjects. So in this video, I'm going to be making these points and giving you where to get this information with regards to some specific subjects. So if you're looking for those kinds of information to help you to settle down or decide whether you want to move in Canada or not, keep watching this video. All the aspects I'm going to be talking about would be in the description. So look in the description to find the links of what I'm discussing today. Now to my number one point. Now, where can you get information with regards to your immigration? So if you're thinking of immigrating here, or you're already here and you're looking for information with regards to your status as a student, as a permanent resident, as a refugee claimant, or you just want to get a work permit, or you're looking to get a student permit, the best place to get this kind of information is the IRCC, the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. When you go online to search, you might see IRCC and CIC used interchangeably. Do not get confused, they are the same institution. CIC only recently changed to IRCC, so they are one and the same. Their contact number is always online and you can give them a call. Do not feel uncomfortable to have these conversations with them. Relay your concerns to them and they'll give you the best advice. They're human beings like you, and trust me, they understand how overwhelming it can be trying to settle down in a new country. Number two, if you have any questions with regards to your income and taxes, employment insurance, child benefits, the best place to get this information is a government institution called CRA, the Canada Revenue Agency. Like I said in my last video, beware of fraudulent calls. CRA is not going to call you to say you owe them money or anything. So beware of that as a newcomer so that you do not fall into the hands of fraudsters. Number three, for information with regards to employment, you can go online and just Google Job Bank, KIJIJI, Craigslist, what other popular ones? Indeed. On this site, you can tailor your CV to suit whatever your employment or job needs are. If you have any questions, you can always just go online and look for employment centers in your city or in your area and find one. They're always happy to help you with your resume and maybe even refer you to a pre-employment program that can better help you to prepare for work in Canada. Also, you might want to make use of the opportunities, whatever opportunities you have to attend job fairs, and also volunteering. For you to be able to get a job, a permanent job in Canada, it's important for you to have the Canadian experience, and not having a Canadian experience might be a limitation for you to getting the job that you desire. So it's important that you get the Canadian experience through any means, and volunteering is one of those means. It's not it's not so difficult to find somewhere to volunteer. You can go to volunteering sites like Charity Village to find a volunteering opportunity. You can also try Volunteer Toronto to find a volunteering opportunity to help you create a Canadian experience. Aside volunteering, it helps you to get busy as well, meet people, get accustomed to the culture, and it also looks good on your CV, so why not? My son is crying. Just ignore if you can hear it. 3. If you have any information with regards to your social insurance number, your driver's license, health card, for some reason, if you want to change your name, if you've had a child, to register the birth of your child, God forbid someone dies, to register the death of someone, to get a marriage license, to get a marriage certificate, to get a photo card, yeah, Service Ontario is where you should is the institution that you should contact. It's a provincial government institution that's in every province, right? So it's a provincial institution that sees to, you know, these things that I've mentioned. So if you need to get information with regards to your SIM, for example, who should have your SIM, if maybe you don't remember what they told you when you went to get your SIN, you can always call them to say, how can I protect myself from maybe an identity theft? And they will be able to advise you accordingly. Your social insurance number is your identity in Canada, so do not give it to anybody. The only organizations that should have your social insurance number is 1, CRA, 2, your bank to open a bank account, and 3, your employer. So aside these organizations, your landlord should not ask you for your social insurance number. Nobody should ask you for it. Do not give it to anyone, and you should keep it very, very safely where only you can find it. Now you've moved into a new country. Making friends can be really hard. It's very important that you're socially healthy. So I would say subscribe to social groups. You can sign up to MEETUP so that you can get notified when something is happening in your area. I think there are specific groups. So if you're a photographer, for example, if a group of photographers are going to be meeting, you can meet up and make new friends. Canada is too seasonal for you not to have friends. You need to have friends who you share common interests with just for your social and mental health. Renting is a big deal in Toronto. The cost of living here in Toronto is very high, rent is very high, and it's not even easy to get. You can find rental on ZUMPER, RentFast, KIJIJI, Craigslist, Toronto Rentals, TROVIT, and all of that. I remember when I was looking to move from my sister's house, I spent about 5 months looking for a place, but I actively spent 3 weeks before I found a place. Like, it's a full-time job looking for rental. It's very difficult. You have to commit yourself 100% towards finding a place. So if you have not come here already, I would say start looking for a rental now before you leave. And if you do not have the opportunity to make contacts in whatever country you're in, find someone who's here who can help you make contact on your behalf, so that you know you're at least one step ahead in terms of finding accommodation before you arrive. Number 7 is childbirth. So if you're coming for childbirth tourism, you could look into what opportunities are available for you and how you can get maybe health insurance to cover your childbirth. However, if you have immigrated here already as a permanent resident or as a temporary resident, whatever your status is, and you're going to be staying for longer than 6 months, there are also opportunities that you can utilize. For example, I use the midwife, and there's a midwifery program that allows me to enjoy certain incentives. Unfortunately, it seems like the Ford government wants to cut off some of these benefits, but I hope that doesn't happen soon. I will be leaving information in the description on what the rates are if you're going to be using a midwife or if you're going to be using a doctor in the hospital. Yeah, so just see the link in the description. Now let's talk about daycare for your child. If you're going to be coming here with a child or with children, putting your child in a daycare is not so straightforward. Sometimes you might have to be on a wait list for a long while. It's also really expensive, but as a newcomer, you might be eligible to daycare subsidy. So contact the centers and see what centers actually accept subsidy. Also look into the information to see if you're eligible to have subsidy. Now let's talk about number 9. So in the event that you're not able to get your child to daycare, there are mommy and child programs that you can attend run by the City of Toronto. So if you went on the City of Toronto website, which I'm going to be linking in the description, you can find mommy and baby programs to help you to understand your child, learning about your child, about feeding, and just, you know, programs that helps you to meet new moms, and also allows your child to socialize with other children. So it's very important, especially if you're new, for you to have these kind of social gatherings if you're not able to send your child to daycare. Number 10, there's a program run by the City of Toronto that's called PACS and RECs, I think. So recreational programs that helps you to participate in recreational activities. So if maybe you and your kids want to sign up, you may go on the website, which I'll be putting the link down below, to sign up for a welcome policy, and then you can get a fun guide that gives you details of all the recreational activities that will be going on in each cities. You'll see the rates, and then depending on how much or what your income bracket is as a family, you might be eligible to get benefits for you to not even pay for these programs. So yes, go and look into the information, make those calls and see what you're eligible for, and sign up for those fun programs. Number 11, let's talk about banking. Now, as a newcomer, I will not advise you to come in and be banking with a bank that allows you to pay $10 plus in banking fees. There's a bank called Simply Financial where you can open a no-fee checking account, and you can also have a savings account attached to that checking account for no fee, right? For no monthly fee. The thing with that bank is they give you an Interact card. This card does not let you do online transaction because it's not a Visa debit card. So you might need to have another bank account that allows you to have a Visa debit card, but then you can now run that account under a minimum fee, which would be maybe $3 or $4. So running a no fee checking account with a minimum banking fee account helps you not to pay a lot in banking fees. So yeah, you can also look into that as well so that you are not penny wise pound foolish. Number 12, let's talk about learning another language. So here in Canada, they speak 2 official languages, so English and French. I want to take French for example. Just go online on Google and search for language centers near you. Give them a call and see what you can apply for, how much the rates are, and how long these programs are. When you go online, you see a couple of all these programs. If, for example, you're a refugee claimant or a protected person, you can attend these programs for free, and it's very important that you take advantage of these opportunities because they will not always be there. So yeah, you can learn another language if you like. Number 13, let's talk about the transportation system. The transportation system in Toronto is not the worst thing in the world, but I have to say it's not the best thing either. It can be really frustrating sometimes, especially when there are line closures on weekend, or the subway lines are delayed, or because of the extreme cold, something is just going on, electricity problems or fire problems. It's hard. There's a lot of people in Toronto, and the system is still, you know, it's still a work in progress. There's a lot of changes and a lot of work that needs to be done to make it seamless. I don't think that can be done in the next at least 5 years. But yes, in the meantime, we have to manage. So for transportation, if you're going to be taking the subway line, you can go online in the link I will be putting in the description to get a Presto card, which is the card that you'll be using to tap for your transportation. You can order for that card online, go to a Presto card machine, load the card with some money, and then just tap and go, right? So it's very easy to do that as opposed to buying a token and maybe losing your tokens, not knowing where you keep your tokens. You can just put your Presto card in your phone and just, you know, not worry about it. If you're going to be driving, the things that you have to be concerned about in Toronto is parking, car insurance, gas, and what else? I think that's about it. Driving in Toronto. Of course, you have to get your driver's license. I will be making a video talking about how to get your driver's license soon. Number 14, and finally, let's talk about the weather again. I don't know, it seems like I like to talk about the weather. The weather in Canada is extreme, so it can be, you can experience all kinds of weather in one day, right? So it's very important for you to keep yourself updated. So I would say for you to be able to do that effectively, use your app. Use your weather app on the phone. The weather app I would recommend is the one called WEATHERCAN. I think my husband finds it very interesting that I read as much detail about the weather as possible. So WEATHERCAN is very detailed with giving you like the breakdown of what's going to happen throughout the day, throughout the week. So it's very important that you get enough details about your day, right, your week, so you know how to dress and you just know whether, okay, maybe today I want to take the bus, or I want to drive, or I want to take a ride, right? It's very important. I mean, it's very important to me because I have a baby, so I need to know how to dress the baby, how to dress myself, how I want to go, if I want to take a ride or if I want to take the bus. So yeah, that will be all for this video. I thank you so much for watching my video. I just want to give a quick disclaimer that I only give tips based on my own lived experiences, based on what I know, and my advice does not replace expert advice. I am not an immigration expert, right? So please call CIC, IRCC if you have any information with regards to your immigration. I really hope that you like this video. I hope that this video helps someone. Please do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And please share this video. Somebody might just need it. So please keep watching my videos and I will not disappoint you. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.